Yo, what up, Buzzkins? I'm Buzzkins here again, and we're back with more of the Stanley Parable. So let's begin the game once again. Now, I already did the regular ending to the game. So let's not do anything. And just wait. I'll be right back once this loads. Alright. And we're back. And we decided that we're gonna stay in the room.
Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
I'd like to point out that there was no camera in that room. Okay. That is a lot of
His co-workers
text.
were gone. What could it mean?
Like, what the heck?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yep. Wait, we got this. Yep. Yeah. Oh. Ah.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
I'm gonna choose. No.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I
Maybe.
have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Would it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Well, I guess I'm not lucky then.
I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
What if I click no again? I guess we begin the game again. And go see what the other option had.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe
raining?
in, that he would never leave it
Sounds
again
like it's raining.
in his life.
Huh. Apparently I have to look down when I do that.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map.
Yeah,
until
we
he
already
heard
got this.
narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley.
Oh, he's barred now.
People
Oh, jeez.
considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable, and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong, and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
I'm going to listen to this whole entire song, and you aren't going to stop me, so ha. I think it's actually just going to continue to go on, so I'm going to begin the game again, and then we're actually going to do a fun ending, one that's not like 5 seconds short.
All of his co-workers
5
were gone.
seconds short.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go
I
to the
said
meeting
that
room.
wrong.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
5 seconds long. Info received. Turn that off. He entered the door on his right. Whoa, hey, wait a second. This is new. Odd. Wonder why this is here. Alright. Be right back. And we're back. Sorry about that. My mom came in the room and I had to talk. So, yeah. Anyways, back to the set of
Stanley
two
came
open
to a set
doors.
of two open doors. He
He
entered
entered the
that this
door
was
on his
not
right.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It's more of I'm gonna try and escape maybe.
Stanley.
Narrator. Why did you just start saying Stanley?
Stanley!
Okay, okay, I'm not gonna, this is gonna get annoying. I'm going to go this way. And then I'm going to go to the escape pod ending. This is an unfinished ending that's for some reason still in the game.
Stanley.
And he's just gonna continue to say Stanley, and I can't do anything about that, can I? Apparently not. Anywho. Just gotta go this way. Can I go in here now? Sucks.
Stanley.
And now I'm out here. Still can't open that door. So now we're away from the narrator. He wasn't expecting us to do that, so now he's not following us. So what we're allowed to do is walk all the way back here and escape from this madness called the Stanley Parable. What? What the fuck? Why did that close on me? There's nothing in the broom closet. I'll try walking back. The slides are still going, but nothing's happening. Did I break the game? I feel like I broke the game. I think the game's been broken. I think I messed up. I'm going to go and walk back all the way back down to the door once again. If I can't get in, well then I'm screwed. Let's go this way. I think I was supposed to walk through, then walk all the way down there, then walk back. Yeah. Get in the game again. "14 minutes. Alright, that's good. That's good enough for me. Alright, that's getting annoying. So I'm gonna type in Stanley. Next. Stanley. Huh. Input received. Yayo.
Stanley.
Alright, I'll be right back. And we're back, and apparently all I have to do is just do Raphael. And now he'll say more than just Stanley. Let's go this way and actually get the escape pod ending this time.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
That's better.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
That's better.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
We'll do the broom
Hoping he
closet
might
ending
find an
later.
answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping
Haha. Now that we've done that, we can go down here, through here, like a squiggly little squirm. I'm not entirely sure what a squirm is, but I guess I'm a little squiggly one of that. Aha! Everything is very silent. I don't think I like it. Oh! What's this? Oh jeez. That is still up. For some reason. You are now leaving. Wait a second, I've already been on the other side of this. 42 cents down there. The heck? This game. This is a not supposed to be able to be activated scene, and didn't we saw that? Just continue to go up, I guess. This game is so confusing. I mean, the fact that it has multiple endings is cool and all, but the fact that one of these multiple endings is an ending that wasn't fully implemented, but is still here, just baffles me. Who knows, maybe it was fully implemented and this is just it. You just continue to walk up these steps. Until you reach the escape pod. If it wasn't for this ending being not fully implemented but still being here, yeah. This wasn't for the fact that this ending was still fully implemented, but is still in here, the Raphael parable would never have been made. And the game crashed again. I'll be right back after it's unloading. And we're back. Sorry about that. Also, you may be wondering why am I in the corner, not in the office.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in?
Yeah, I'm pretty
How
sure.
is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Wait, there's a computer somewhere that has an input that I need to receive. Not that one. It's not here. Anyways, the reason why I was over there in the corner and not in Stanley's office is because I had to reply to something that I got a notification for. So I had to finish up that before going and continuing the game, but if I stayed inside Stanley's office for too long...
Stanley came to a set of two This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted
Basically,
to stop by
that
the employee
ending where I
lounge
closed the
first,
door
just to
would
admire it.
automatically happen.
Wow, yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, but
Okay, about
eager
that
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
But I didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
This is true. I believe an achievement for falling down there. I don't feel like doing it.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I'm going to
not sure
completely
that we really
not do...
are.
I'm going to do
realize
everything
that
he
investing
doesn't want me
your
to
trust
do.
in someone else can be difficult.
Like,
but the
I
fact
mean-
is that the story has been about nothing but you. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that
Basically-
convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
I don't think so.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
But then I went to the blue door instead.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
But then I went to the blue one.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked... Alright, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
yep.
Don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Is that so?
Open rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yep.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I'd written out specifically for you?
Yep.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
Probably, but I've already
And
seen
was
it,
all
so
for nothing,
I don't
because
care.
This is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard? Oh my gosh. You must be good, old Neil. You're really good at it. You're gonna see the oh Jeebus. Let's skip the intro sequence and the worst. This is you. I've been playing the game for 7 hours. Well, great. I feel good that I'm last. I have friends. Guyvin's one of them. So frick you. Alright, well, you know what? I'm gonna go through this door again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect.
Yeah, sure.
Let me boot it up.
Alright, what we got? What we got, Mr. Narrator? Oh, this game.
The baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you've...
Alright. I know that this is sort of early for me to end the episode, but I'm actually going to sit here and do this for the time that it takes and see what the ending has in store for me. And I'm just going to start recording again once I get to that point. So, see you later, Buskins. Lane Buskins is out. I'm going to go on a journey. Peace and a boop. Boop.